In this tutorial, we're going to look at how to use Audacity to develop your digital story. When you open Audacity, you will see several tools available. The playback tools are in this area. In this area, you will find the tools allowing you to edit your digital story. It is important when making a digital story to use a quality microphone, because one of the most important things is that someone is able to clearly hear your voice while narrating your story. Let's go ahead and record a digital story. It is important to make your digital story on one track. That means if you make a mistake, do not hit stop, but rather pause and then continue with your digital story in an area that makes sense. I'm going to go ahead and show you what I mean by making an example recording. As a young boy, my family went on a trip that I will never forget. It was the time that we went to Death Valley, California. I had just graduated from elementary school when, I had just graduated from elementary school and was on my way to junior high. My father asked where I would like to go, and I said, Death Valley. So now we stop and we notice that I made a mistake, and that's okay because everyone will make a mistake. And it's important that when you make a mistake, you pause. So what we're going to do is we're going to edit that out, but we're also going to edit the beginning, ending, and some other areas to make this a little bit better. We're going to use the selection tool that looks like an eye, and I'm going to go ahead and select an area and click the delete or backspace button. This depends on if you're using a Mac or Windows. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and listen to it a little bit. As a young boy, my family went on a trip that I will never forget. It was the time that we went to Death Valley, California. I had just graduated from elementary school when, I had just graduated. So we're able to identify where our area is that we need to fix. We're going to go ahead and select this because this is where I made the mistake. And if you'll notice that I have an area that's easy for me to edit because I paused after making a mistake. I'm going to go ahead and delete that out. And you'll notice when we listen to that, we'll listen to it from right here where we're going to put the selection. It was the time that we went to Death Valley, California. I had just graduated from elementary school and was on my way to junior high. My father asked where I would like to go. So you'll notice that that took out that area that we made a mistake and easily edited with no one able to really identify once we finish the digital story. We'll also notice that right here in this area, let me play this for you. My father asked, you'll notice that this is sort of a area where I paused or made a huffing noise per se. So what I'm going to do is select that area and delete that out as well so that when we play it back, junior high, my father asked where I. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of the ending here, and we'll go back to a couple other places and just kind of tighten it up a little bit so that there's not that many pauses and so forth. We can select that area and play. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. And we'll go back and listen now. As a young boy, my family went on a trip that I will never forget. It was the time that we went to Death Valley, California. I had just graduated from elementary school and was on my way to junior high. My father asked where I would like to go, and I said, Death Valley. There you go. That's how you use Audacity to create your digital story and edit your audio. In the next tutorial, we will be looking at how to add music and adjust music, as well as exporting your file for the final project.